Got our wonderful. What you want me to call you, man?
By my name.
We
That's
got the
crazy.
wonderful Anthony G. Lau here, as always. How you doing, man?
Yeah, man, I'm okay. I'm okay. Just enjoying some time by myself. I had a test, by the way. Well, we were supposed to have a test. Remember that?
Yeah, man. Test change. Time
Change.
change.
Next week.
Next week. And we have a first time guest here. Which name you want me to use for you?
Well, try my first name. That's what everybody knows me as.
All right, we got. Which one?
I only have one first name.
Okay, we have Mr. Inoite Inango, or some people might know him as Larry Inango, the host of Some Good News, right? That's the name of the show?
Not some, only.
Only good news.
Ooh.
Only good news.
But only good news. So I mean, it's strange to be on this. You're sitting in my chair, by the way.
Oh, well.
You know, so like, I'm on the side here.
You felt a little warm. That's why I was wondering.
Hey. But yeah, when Jason was like, "Hey, can you be a guest on some IT show tonight?" I'm like, "Okay, I know what's going on." I can't say no because I know exactly what it's like when people pull out at the last minute and they're scrambling looking for a replacement. So I couldn't say no. So I'm glad to be here, and I love to see all you young people doing positive things. And I don't know if you guys know, but I used to teach.
Oh, you did? I
Yeah,
actually
at the
did
college
not
I
know that.
taught programming in Java. I taught engineering and science. I taught math.
You said Java?
Yeah, I
Dang.
You want
taught.
to come back and teach?
No, I can't code anymore, man. Listen,
man.
let me tell you, right? When people tell me that they can code, it's like, okay, you could code. All right, can you write? Yeah, I can write. Can you write a book? No. So knowing how to write doesn't mean that you can write a book. So knowing the language doesn't necessarily mean that you're a coder.
Yeah.
It just means I've learned how to say konnichiwa. I've learned how to say comment t'appelles-tu. I've learned how to say bonsoir, bonsoir. I've learned all of these things,
Yeah.
but I can't write a book. I can't hold a conversation. So coders, at the end of the day, are born. I don't think they're made. Nobody can force you into a music career if you can't sing. No matter how much you practice and try, you're either born with a talent
Yeah.
or you're not. It's the same way with code. I hate coding, by the way,
Ooh.
with a passion.
I feel like the teacher we have here going to guy. Just give us a book.
But
Assignments.
you need
Exactly.
to talking to your mic,
Oh,
man.
my bad.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, I don't want to bash on the teachers too hard, but I feel like, kind of some of the teachers ain't as down to earth when it comes to coding. You know what I mean?
Well, okay, let's go back to that. Actually, we're just going with the flow right now, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And Digicel.
Ah, boy. You see, let me just say this. I got people messaging me whenever I'm on the show, and it's like, hey, that joke you were saying, it's not funny, bro.
But own it. Own your bad jokes. I have two volumes of bad jokes. I actually have an IT joke I'm gonna crack. I haven't launched it yet, but I might launch it on the show.
So,
See?
But let's get back into the whole discussion about coding. Coding only becomes relevant and fun when you are taught beyond the language, but rather with an application in mind, a real life application or something that you can actually relate to. Otherwise, it's just syntax. And at the end of the day, it's like, okay, how do you write? How do you do hello world? How do you print that? That's the first thing. And then you have the if loops, for loops, while loops, all of those, then arrays, and then exceptions, and then before you know it, you're done. And I'm like, well, that's it.
That's it.
How is it that they're telling me that this whole thing was programmed in Java, and I can't? And that's all they use at the end of the day. And what I was taught was, you break it down into little chunks, bite sizes.
Object-oriented programming.
Right, you break it down into little. So you want this button to do just that, focus on that, and then you start, then you can reuse your code and all that kind of stuff. So, but I'm not a coder. But if I had, so the reason why I ended up teaching was because they didn't have a teacher at the time. So I was like, okay, I took Java 1 and Java 2. I was able to create an ATM app.
Yeah, we had to make a GPA calculator.
A GPA?
Yeah, GPA calculator.
Yeah, that reminds me of what I have to do now. Oh my god.
Oh, you're doing it too? Oh, yeah.
Well, that's
We had to do
But
it into...
that's math, and So it would do an average of okay, that's
So
easy, man.
sad.
You know, it is. But then we gotta do it in two. Okay, I'm not saying that it's bad, but it's just we had to do it in 2 different languages. First
Yeah,
term, we
that's
had to do
good.
it-
That's exactly how you're
Y'all
supposed
have
to
to do a
learn.
next one again?
Yeah, you're gonna have to do it.
In Python. It's easier
It
in
was.
Python.
We didn't do it
Python
in
is
C++.
always easier than object
Java.
oriented.
And Python is just not just typing. It's like, it's not like,
Python is more English
yeah, you just.
than actual code.
By the way, Mr. DJ, can we get some house music in here in the background? We're talking about coding, you know. It's like.
Hey, man, we actually have music playing right now. Sanjay,
We can't hear it.
Sanjay, you trying to turn it up a little bit?
Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up.
And run
What? Hey,
Chill vibes.
You're
Mr.
You-
Mr.
you
Host,
should definitely
you're fired, and you're never gonna get here again because
Come
you're just
on.
not doing a good job. You need to play some house music.
Come on,
Some house
Sanjay.
music.
Sanjay, run the songs from the beginning of the
Run the
playlist.
songs from the beginning of the playlist.
No, this
Because
is
my
the
name
ending.
is.
It's the ending of the playlist, Uncle Larry, man.
Wow.
From the beginning.
By the way,
of
that's how my
playlist,
classes
more
are.
hype.
Yeah, I literally would just go into character or.
Oh, I thought you maybe had like music playing during your classes.
Boy, no, you wanted me. I was a rebel.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
they didn't like me. The teachers didn't like me because I never came with my shirt and my pants and all that kind of stuff.
We have a teacher who you might just be great friends with, honestly.
I know who that is. No call no name.
They call it a name.
No call no name. But yeah, I was a bit of a rebel. But I always have said I'm going to retire back in the classroom because that's where I had the most amount of fun. Some of the people who are helping me now will be my former students. Like once you've taught, you have planted seeds in so many people and you will come in contact with them in different areas. Either it will be that policeman who does not give you a ticket or that person who gives you a free meal or that person who is able to expedite your line in the bank or whatever it is because you are that person. That's why I like teaching because I'm like, you can never want for anything, you know?
Yeah.
Once you're a good teacher.
Oh yeah, once you're a good teacher, you're definitely right.
All right, let me actually introduce Mr. DJ in the back. Right now on the live stream, I don't know because I'm looking at it just in case we get any live comments. Sanjiv Sharesh, you can just call him Sanjiv or Mr. What's Poppin'. I haven't heard
Mr.
that.
What's
You didn't
Poppin'.
know what's poppin' for the thing, man. What's wrong with you?
all right. You see, I'm promo plug now.
All right, PP, Mr. PP, pause.
You guys ever call him Ask Jeeve?
What?
You know there was this y'all are too young for that. You remember there was before Google was a thing, there was this site called Ask Jeeves. Ask Jeeves.
I didn't get
You guys are,
grade 8.
no, but still. So I was like, if he was around back then, I would just call him Ask Jeeve.
Well, you see, Sanjiv, we got multiple names for you. We run them back over on the board, see? and then you'll have to change your name on the bottom.
What was it, Mr. What's Poppin'? Sponsor promo
plug.
Promo plug.
PP.
PP and this new one, I can't say it.
Ash Jeeves, dog.
Ask you.
So,
Ask you.
you all right, dog?
Yeah.
This the most smile on the show, man. This show's supposed to be a bunch of young people looking sad and depressed, talking for an hour, but you out here smiling?
No, something changed, man. Something
Changing.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
that's
you're
Ask
right.
Jeeves right here. It's like a thing.
Oh, actually, you know when he said I'm thinking about something else.
Oh,
That's a thing, man.
It's like he's
Ask
saying,
I think
Jeeves.
it's something else. I think it's
So I'm
something
like-
else.
Ask you.
Oh, ask Jeeve. Ask.
Yes.
You thought I was you thought I was saying
Yeah.
ASSJIV?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was
Yo.
waiting for the sentence
Y'all-
sound coming.
I actually looked that up right now and actually found something.
Dude, you guys are naughty.
Man, we're running down the show, man.
To the naughty corner.
Yeah, gets kicked off. Already, WINN FM don't like me already, and then
They
you
don't-
know.
What stupidness you talking about? They ain't like you.
I got the audios, you know. I can always send them scheming.
Yeah,
Get me
being
off.
rebellious. Wrong. thing,
You
wrong thing.
know what I did a couple weeks ago
What?
on my show? I did an entire skit with 9 different political characters, and I did voices to 7 of them. Can you it was a skit on world leaders who have lost at elections and who have also won, and they were at therapy, you know, because they were winning too much and they were losing too much, and yeah, I did all of that. So yeah, I've pushed the envelope, and I'm still here. I haven't been canceled yet. But this is cancel culture right now, but I haven't been canceled
That's
yet.
crazy.
You gotta worry. Back like what? It's been a while since I've done that, to be honest. I used to do skits too, with my time traveling friends, where we go back in time, talk about the different inventions that happened in the past, some black adventures. Wow, has to be a year because we talked about it during Black History Month. Goodness gracious me, time does fly.
Was
Yes,
it Black
it
History
does.
Month like 2 months ago?
Bro, not then.
Oh,
And Sanjeev, just correct me if I'm wrong, but the show is almost a year old, isn't it?
Actually, let's just say this today is our official 1 year anniversary.
wait, today's it? Today?
Sanjeev,
Today.
what's going on, man? You're supposed to have the soundboard.
Yes.
running all the things.
That's what-
Wait, you know
Mr.
we
Man.
spoke about this and
You would have been able to
God.
do like all the sound effects, like.
Someone was supposed to send that to me, but they never did.
Bye. I forget the credentials, dog. I have them online.
Let's Talk IT, coming to a show near you.
Oh, they're talking.
Viewer discretion is not
Hey,
advised.
we're going on with your robot. We're going to hear from that.
Bye.
Really?
Yeah,
Kick him
lots
off?
of things. Let me actually and try get Sanjeev this what's it called, soundboard right here.
soundboard.
I just gotta remember the password.
It's crazy.
Perfect time to run into, what was it, Dash Line? Perfect sponsor, that.
Okay, it's probably one of these things. But Mr. Inanga,
What's up, man?
as you already said, you're on your show hosted on WINN FM. It's also on Tuesdays, right?
No, man, it can't be on Tuesday.
Thursday.
I willfully did not put it on Tuesday because I did not want to interfere with your show. You're welcome.
Oh, I appreciate it,
Oh.
man. Alright.
That's stuff you're telling us, man.
It's Thursday?
Thursdays, man.
Yeah, look at me getting it wrong, boy.
It's okay.
But thank you for joining us once again. And you know, you are actually one of the first guests to come in and explain a little bit more than themselves in more than a sentence.
I'm saying.
Really now?
Mr. Neil is the regular. Mr. Neil will
Oh, yeah.
come and he got his paragraphs lined up. He's ready to speak. Most people like, hey, I'm XYZ of XYZ, pleasure to be here. And I'm like, yo,
What happened to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, W, and then it's like, what happened to the A to what's
They're a bit formal.
What's before
formal.
X?
They're formal.
what's W is before X? What happened from A to W?
Yo, I forgot my alphabet.
Too much things going through.
But yeah, what y'all want to know? Ask me anything. Ask E.
ask E.
Because
why.
when you call me Mr. E, you say it fast, it becomes a mystery.
Wow.
You hear that, fellas? So I wasn't. Y'all used to get on my case about puns, you know.
No, but these ones good. These ones clean. man.
Oh, okay.
They're not too cheesy.
All right, y'all.
cheesy,
You
no.
guys. Okay, hey. You guys did networking and everything, right?
Yeah.
You,
oh,
you,
like,
you're familiar with switches and everything, right?
Yeah.
What's the first thing that a switch sends out when you connect something to it? What's the first message that goes out?
I'll leave the floor to y'all.
Yo, yeah, I'm not in networking. I said I learned a few things.
Anthony.
All
Yeah, let's go.
What's the first message that
Alright,
goes
one
out?
second, yo.
Information. No.
When you plug something into a switch, right? What's the first thing that happens?
Electricity.
Not the power. Yeah, I see what you did there. What's the first thing that goes out?
Wouldn't it be a signal? It's not a
Nope.
signal.
When you plug a Ethernet cable, once you plug a device into a switch, what's the first message that goes out?
Internet.
Nope. Next.
When you check for troubleshooting?
Nope. Next.
Yo.
No. I speak a lot, you know.
First
Talk
thing
less,
that goes
smile
out.
more.
There's a reason why I don't speak much, okay?
Exactly,
Because questions
but
like
you
these. I
Search
have
for
the answers.
Wi-Fi.
All right. I should know this. I really should. But I
Come on,
think it's coming to
Anthony.
it.
Don't let us lose.
Yeah.
All right. So the first message that goes out is an ARP message.
ARP?
ARP. A-R-P. Have you heard of that?
Nope.
Why you fail messages, man. Don't
Did you get it?
Wait. No, seriously. No.
I don't think I know. Actually.
So okay, let me school you guys a little bit. So ARP message is a broadcast message that goes out to all the ports in that particular broadcast domain. Are you familiar with what a broadcast domain is?
No.
Okay.
Y'all pass this class?
Hold on. Okay, a broadcast domain essentially is a network that all those devices can receive a broadcast message. That means they have to be on the same network segment.
Yeah.
So if you have the subnet 192.168.1.0/24, are you familiar with that slash? Are you
Yeah.
familiar with CIDR? Both of you?
For the IP address.
No, the network address.
No, okay.
The network address is 192.168.0/24. 24. Sorry, listeners. This is Let's Talk IT, so I can geek out. Okay.
Yeah, geek out.
So if you don't like to listen to this, in fact, don't change that dial, but just learn something. So the first thing that goes out is a broadcast message to all of the devices
Connected to that network.
that are belonging to that broadcast domain. So you can have a switch with 24 ports and 24 devices, and that broadcast message only goes to half of those ports because half of those ports belong to a particular VLAN. You're familiar with the word VLAN, right?
Yeah, virtual
Local area network.
Yeah.
All a VLAN does is it separates your network into segments, into different broadcast domains. Now, why is that necessary? Because when you get a network loop, are you familiar with what happens when you have a loop on your network?
Run it by me.
Okay, when you get a loop, wow, this is fun. Do you know how to create a loop? If you want to shut down a network, all you have to do is take an Ethernet cable from one port in a switch and plug it into another port in the switch. And you know what happens after that? 99.9% of the bandwidth of that switch, of that network is used sending broadcast messages asking who has this IP address. That's what ARP is.
That's
So
crazy.
when you send out, when a network device that has an IP address is plugged into the switch, the first thing it does, it sends a broadcast message saying, all right, I've received a message from this particular device with this IP address asking who has this IP address. So ping from 192.168.1.1 to 192.168.1.2, that message goes to the switch. The switch says, all right, in that header is the MAC address of the destination. You following me? The MAC address of the destination. The switch, how does the switch know what port to send out that message to? It sends a broadcast message saying, hey, who has this IP address and who has this MAC address, by the way?
Yeah.
All the devices on that segment receive that message, and the one who has it says, it's me. And it sends it back. And when that message gets received from that particular port is when that switch now puts that message into its ARP table, right? An ARP table is just a table that stores what ports are supposed to be sent. What devices on what MAC addresses are communicating through a
So
particular
it just
port.
breaks the loop.
So now when you plug in a Ethernet cable from one port to a next port on the same switch, that creates a loop, a never-ending loop of that ARP message keep going. Who has this? Who has this? Who has this? Who has it?
Until
And
he finds it.
It doesn't ever find it. It uses 99.9% of the bandwidth on the switch on that network, and you shut down the network. All those messages keep going to all the devices. So that's why it's good to segment your network into different VLANs, because if some idiot decides to do that,
you're
it's
screwed.
only that particular segment that gets affected as opposed to the entire network. So when you start working, always look to not configure your networks flat. Always look to segment them. Once you have a big company, a big network with over like 100 devices, try to segment it.
sounds
So like insurance might have this particular VLAN, IT, management, Wi-Fi, guests, and all that kind of stuff. Again, you're idiot-proofing your network. Anyway.
All it takes, man. All
You
it
see?
takes.
Yeah.
I step out of the room for one good second. This is very good. I am saying this live on the air because I am happy. I'm
My
happy with how
mind
it's
was
going.
just blown to bits.
You see, here you got the sounds. I remember the credentials. I remember it was the password I've been using for years. I can't believe it. But thank you for that. It's not like we're just saying thank you, let's wrap up. It's not that, but thank you for actually being able to explain and go in depth without all of that. By the way, guys, the lines are open again for calling. Do I remember the numbers? Let's double check. Let's check.
You want promo plug to do it?
Don't worry, I got them right here, man. I got them
Because I
right
still need to
here.
do my thing.
Let's continue to geek out, man.
If anybody wants to call in,
You
or
can call
message
in.
on the Facebook.
But let's have a next question. Do you know?
I don't know if I break a handle another question.
No, that's okay. We're here to learn. We're here to talk IT. That's the name of the show, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
I don't get to geek out this often. So when you go to a browser and you type like ESPN.com, what's the first message that goes out?
ESPN.com.
Yeah.
And wouldn't it just send me straight to the site?
No. What's the first message that goes out? what's the message that goes from the browser? What happens? What do you think happens?
Yeah, I'm
Well,
lost,
Anthony, why
bro.
you fail the class?
No, it's not that. I'm just confused.
Okay,
Like
so
the first message. You mean
so
like,
okay, how does your browser know where ESPN.com is? How does it know how to get there?
they should already have a domain name. That's ESPN.com. ESPN, that's the domain. And then the .com.
Okay, all right, here we go. Let's geek out some more.
Alright.
Okay.
Let's start.
Now,
geeking.
now at the end of the day, right? All these devices understand is two things, 0 and 1.
Yeah.
Binary, yeah.
Period.
You see how we brought it back? 0 and 1s always.
That's it. So that ESPN.com, your computer knows nothing about that. It doesn't understand what those letters mean. It has to translate it into what you already know is an IP address. So the first message that goes out is DNS. Now, a lot of the times when you go to a client and like, well, we don't have any internet. And it just might be that the DNS server is configured wrongly, meaning you go there and you can ping any IP address on the internet, but then you can't access any website. So DNS is always the first thing to check. And one way to do that on any device is just open up terminal, open up command prompt and type this command ns lookup and the domain ns lookup,
Take
one word.
notes, people.
Wouldn't
hear
it
that?
be conflict?
No, in your command prompt.
Oh.
Command prompt.
Wouldn't you get the same outcome from IP config? Because it will show you IP. No, it will show you
No.
IP. for your
No.
own-
Yeah, it will give you the IP address for your
Yeah.
device. But if you want to test and see, all right, I wonder if DNS is working, NS lookup ESPN.com, it should return something. Otherwise, if it times out, then okay, something might be wrong. It will tell you what DNS server has been configured on that particular computer, and then you will be able to troubleshoot some more. So that's another tip. So DNS is a big deal. DNS is the domain name resolution, domain name service.
Yeah.
And it's able to translate on IP addresses from the words, from the actual domain name. And when those geeks created the internet, they didn't care. They was like, oh, we're going to remember these IP addresses. We don't really, because we're geeks. And then all of a sudden, because it was created for the military, the internet was not created for us. Otherwise,
No, it was just communication.
if it was created for us, if we could go back, a lot of these things will change,
Things will be different.
right? So we are now adopting something that was not really done to be easy to understand, and that's how now we have IPv6 because we're running out of IP address space and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, DNS, one big, humongous database that's shared across DNS servers all over the world. And so let's say you make one change in your let's say you have a website and you've changed the IP address that website belongs to. All the DNS servers in the entire world have to get that update. And sometimes that propagation takes about 48 hours. So some people in the world may be able to access your website and some other people may not be able to do that.
Wow.
So DNS is a big deal.
Boom, mind blown, Sanjeev. Explosion sound effect. Poitin.
All right.
I probably did download one,
You want to geek out some more?
But hold on, Mr. PP, pause. But I got pause. But
Come
we gotta find
on,
something. We
come
gotta find
on.
some ask Jeeves something. I gotta find you. He messaged me in private, and technically in a private message, everybody gonna know what's going on, right? It wasn't even a private message. It
Talk
was in
to
a
me.
group chat. You said that you had some things to say, Mr. Promo Plug. Run it real quick, man. Let's see how fast you can speak.
All
Let's go.
right. I'm a fast talker, so for those who can't, catch up. So, for those who are listening right now, we have SKNRA, one of our sponsors, and we are launching the St Kitts and Nevis Marine Drone Competition on the 9th, 10th, and 11th of April, which may get postponed to a later date. But if you want to get updated with when and where, go and check us out on our social media platforms, which is Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Flickr at SKNRA or the St Kitts and Nevis Robotics Association, or check us out on YouTube at SKN Robotics Association. Also, big shout out to our sponsors, IITAE, the International Information Technology Academy of Excellence, SKNRA, the St Kitts and Nevis Robotics Association, and TDC. Now for our call lines are actually open. You can contact us by dialing 662-0989, 762-0989 or 466-0989. Naim?
Oh, you want to talk about the international numbers now?
I don't have the international numbers, unfortunately.
The international numbers, Lord, has been a while since I said this bar. 0333, that is 033334400065 if you're in the UK. 718-285-6984 for our US audiences, and 305-921-4619 for Canadian audiences. I don't know why US and Canada got two different things, you know what I mean? But hey, if you guys want to call in, because we did get international callers before, and that feels like eons ago now, because we haven't had these lines open.
Episode 2 or 3?
But you got cool. It was like 6 or 7. But
All right.
let's actually take a little break on the geeking for a while. Let's
Okay.
take a little break, rest our voices. Sanji, we got the break stuff out ready, man.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy and Richie, or you guys might know me as Naeem, and you're about to listen to Let's Talk IT, the show that's filled with comedy and education about the information technology world. Join us every other Tuesday at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on WINN FM 98.9 FM. Join me, Naeem, and the rest of the cast on the Let's Talk IT talk show. You guys will have fun, I promise you that, and we hope to have you there one day.
Gift for Dad's birthday? Click. Ooh, Janice's retirement party? Click. Outfit for my girl's wedding? Click.
With TDC Airbox, you click, we ship. Register for your free US mailbox today and shop all your favorite stores online. Enjoy the convenience. Free consolidation up to £10. Competitive rates. Free package tracking account with live notifications. Free delivery and, of course, excellent customer service. Visit our website at tdcairbox.com and register today. For more information, visit our offices at the C.A. Paul Industrial Site in St Kitts and Penny's Industrial Site in Nevis. Follow us on social media at TDC Airbox. TDC Airbox. You click, we ship. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, how was your day? Glad you could join us today. We got it with no time to play, with no time to wait, so we're gonna keep up the pace. Hey, most likely, y'all don't know about IT. I mean, like, most of the old folks, they don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Hey, every time I go out and watch the live stream,
Okay,
hey, yo, we're gonna,
yeah, alright, ooh,
We're gonna keep it live.
okay.
Nobody could hear you.
Know your computers, this for the viewers.
if they don't hear my voice, it ain't like I can't stop talking, you hear me? Learning here is likely, so let's talk IT. Yeah. Not Naeem talking when he's supposed to be muted. Wow. Unfortunate. Woo! But it's a big beat, boy. Sorry.
You can hear the music.
It's all right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to Let's Talk IT. And we are here talking about networking. Really, that's the overall topic. We got Kavisha Gums.
Sup?
Let me shake your hand across the table for those watching the stream. Is that in? I don't know if that'll end up in the frame. The stream's a little bit late. Hey, dog, the music is banging, but you don't got to be unplugging
No,
stuff.
I got something working. Okay, now I can hear.
The one who's trying to listen to the jamming tunes is Anthony Jeetlal. And a wonderful first-time guest one more time, Inointe Inanga, host of the WINN FM show.
Only good news.
Only good news.
Only good news.
You know what I can say? Like
Some bad news.
No.
Only good news. We only speak only good news.
Hey,
Only
Naim,
positive
I just got
vibes.
some good news, you know?
What is that?
I'm going right now on YouTube and looking for one of the episodes he did with him sounding like Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Trump, and so forth.
Oh my gosh. You mean you're gonna? What do you mean? You listen to it?
Yeah, I'm currently watching it right now.
So that's why I wasn't muted. Oh, because you're doing other
Yeah.
things. All right.
That's
Sanjay.
crazy.
Naim, I had to.
Tisk.
You see, I had to give some importance to our guest show. One day, good news.
All right.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I'm gonna write some more. Definitely gonna write some more to that.
All right, so I'm promo plug, and I like promos. You're our guest, so can we get a promo for your show?
Oh man, yeah.
Or your book. That's a good
Nah, the book. Oh yeah, I was talking during the break. I was telling about this book that I wrote. I could talk a little bit about it. It's not launched yet. It's the most silly, creative story you've never read. And it's going to be launched probably by next week, I think, on Amazon. Just an ebook, really. I see what you did there. Thank you. The name of the book is The Becoming of Adia Inside Out. My daughter's name is Adia. And the subtitle of the book is The Not So True But Funny Sperm and the Egg Story of How My Daughter Came Into Being.
Yeah.
So I literally have this world of sperm.
Anatomy, right?
Like,
anatomy.
Sperm, like being characters.
That sorry, it reminds me of that. It was Eddie Murphy or Chris Rock who did it.
With the cells.
Yeah, and they were blue.
Yeah.
No, that's Osmosis Jones.
Yeah.
No, that was Will
That was
Smith.
clean. I enjoyed
That
it.
was
So yeah, so this is literally what happens. What if there are these little friends who are running around learning how to swim, being mischievous and all that stuff. So it's a biology book.
Got me
It's a
thinking now.
naughty book, meaning
Naughty.
nothing that's sexual or anything.
Not too bad.
But no, it's not bad at all. There is no connotation to anything related to sex in this book.
Oh.
But at the same time, your imagination will take you to understand. Remember, it's inside out. Everything is inside out, and so it's a journey of 5 friends. All of them die except for the one who makes it to
Spoilers.
the end. And that's what happened.
Common sense.
Right? It's literally that. And so I had lots of fun writing. It's probably about 40 pages long, not very long, bite size. And the illustrator just fix in one more scene because I'm being very anal with him. Like, listen, no. Paying a lot of attention to detail because the goal, to be honest, why I'm investing in this is for this to be turned into a streaming series. That's it. Now, if I didn't spend, I won't say spend, if I didn't invest on the illustrations to look this good, then you may not see that vision. But once you read the script and once you see the illustrations that go with it, then there's only one next step. That is Netflix, Amazon, or Disney, one of those 3. So thinking big.
Yeah, you're right.
Sounds interesting. Sounds
HBO
interesting
Max,
already.
and that's where everything is going.
So that's
Netflix,
one plug.
Netflix.
And the next plug obviously is my show, Only Good News, which is on Thursdays. And I essentially just talk about only good news because we already have enough stuff that's stressing us on all fake news, death, tsunamis, COVID, everything. So just 1 hour where you just know you're gonna hear things that are positive, that are good, intentionally good. And then I always have a guest on my show. I've had 32 episodes so far. Some of my guests have been Conris, Akila Byron, John L. Powell, Miss Wall, Pat Walters, Adrian Lamb, Samal, I hope Kim Collins. I've gotten people to sing on my show impromptu. They didn't even know they were going to sing. I've got people to perform.
That's right.
Right, yeah. I got people to do like spoken word. Like, again, you never know what's going to come on my show. So yeah, that's it. But anyway, this is all about IT. Let's go back and geek out some more. You guys want to geek out some more, or?
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, let's talk. Next topic we're going to talk about is something that people don't really understand. What is voice over IP?
What?
Oh yes. What
We
is
did
voice over
VoIP.
IP?
Yeah, what is
We did
VoIP?
this,
A
we
lot
did
of
this.
times people are like, oh, VoIP. Like we have
Oh,
VoIP.
VoIP.
Yeah, what is it? Do you know?
No.
I can't even guess now.
All right, so this is literally what it says: voice over IP. Now, why is this a big deal? Now, you've heard of Moore's law.
Moore's law.
Moore's
I know
law
it.
basically says that the cost of technology is always going to cost of technology is going to be cheaper. On this, as the years go, it's always going to get cheaper.
Okay. I didn't know that it was called. I learned that in what was it? I think it was OADM.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So now let's go back to the olden days when I can't even talk about it because you guys are kids. But when you had a telephone line, that line, when you pick up that phone, you listening?
Yeah.
I have all your attention. When you pick up that telephone, that phone, believe it or not, you hear a dial, you hear dial tone, right?
Yeah.
But do you know what really happens? a signal gets sent all the way back to flow, right? To the central office, saying that line, that receiver has been picked up, and so it must send back a dial tone. All of that happens. It sounds like almost instant, but that tone does not come from your phone.
You mean the...
Yeah, it doesn't come from your phone.
Oh.
That comes all the way from the central office. It plays that dial tone, and then when you send the digits, each of those gets sent, and those are actual frequencies that you're hearing. It's not music. It's music, but it's actual frequencies, things that are vibrating at a particular frequency that the digital signal process can understand.
So that's where the voice comes in. That's
not yet. I'm going back in time now. When you make a call on that copper line, guess what's happening? You're sending stuff back and forth on that copper line. Once you finish making the call, guess what happens to that line? It's not used. That's a waste of money. What if you can actually start to put more stuff on that particular line so it's not being used just for voice traffic? That's where IP addressing comes into play. Point I'm trying to make is voice over IP has saved us a lot of money because we've been able to use our networks, our copper networks, our fiber networks to take on a lot more than what they would have been initially designed to do. So now that you may decide, okay, I want to have an extension in this office, and I want to have an extension in these other areas. In the olden days, you would have to literally run a telephone line back to
the operator,
all of those things, back to your punch board, and now it's just once you're on the network, you get an IP address on your phone, and it's connecting back to your PBX, and it's voice over IP. So now your voice is data. It's encapsulated into a data packet and sent over the network. And that saves a lot of money, but it also brings along a lot of stress if you don't have an optimized network for voice. Because guess what? If you try to go to a website and you try to get to a web page and it takes 2 seconds longer than it should take to load it, you're not complaining.
Yeah.
If I'm talking to you and it takes half a second longer than it should to get to you, you're going to complain.
Yeah, you can get annoyed.
Yeah.
Even a tenth of it. So voice networks do not like a lot of latency. And so networks have to be optimized for that. So if you're going to deploy a voice over IP solution, you have to make sure that network is rock solid and ready to take that on. Otherwise, you're going to have people complaining a lot. So that's what voice over IP is in a nutshell. It's voice that has been translated into data that's sent securely over an IP network. Same thing with WhatsApp. That's voice over IP, literally.
Yeah. And most people might know Skype.
Skype is voice over IP.
Discord, most people are using. Do you use Discord?
No.
Oh, well, you still use Skype?
Yeah, well, I use Skype when I want to dial 1-800 numbers.
Oh.
Because they're free.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Wait.
If you use Skype and you dial 1-800 numbers, they're free.
You hear that, people? Save your money.
Anytime I want to call the US 1-800, I go on Skype.
That's insane. Okay, I download that again. It was that's what I was like uninstalling it off my hard drive just to save us.
No man, Skype is still a thing.
Yeah, Skype isn't old, but I would recommend Discord though. Discord. For those listening, if you don't know what Discord is, you can use it. It's I wouldn't say mainly gaming.
It's not mainly gaming for sure.
But it's
I've heard about it. I've heard about it.
It's actually really good, to be honest.
Not for me though.
But then there's Discord Nitro.
We don't talk about that.
They have like a paywall.
We don't talk about that. It was good when it was free, and now they want you to pay for like what? A sticker? A GIF?
No. Because you could stream now, and you could stream at higher quality. You could put on more storage.
We already streaming in 720p. They want me streaming 1080 and 4K. Who wants to watch somebody streaming 4K, man? This 720p can be good enough.
Yes, your eyes can't really tell the difference on a small screen.
No, but he's not even 720. He just goes from he only stops at 360. It doesn't go any higher than that unless you put the paywall in.
Since we're talking about apps, here's a shameless plug. I don't know if you guys know. If you don't know, now you know. That I have created the most positive social media platform that you never
What
knew
was
you
that?
needed.
Positive social media.
I screenshot
The
on
most
my laptop.
positive social media platform that you never knew you needed.
Positive social media platform.
Yeah.
I'm kind of having a hard time doing it.
I know. I actually use artificial intelligence on this platform to alert users when a message that has been sent to them is toxic.
Oh.
So we do sentiment analysis.
Oh, so you like have like a blacklist? Or
No, it's not a blacklist.
No.
It analyzes the message and it lets the recipient know, you know what, this is toxic. We use artificial intelligence also to create word clouds that pull all the positive attributes that have been sent to you. So for instance, if you didn't know who I was, I'm gonna show you. This is it right here, just so you guys can see. And when you guys,
Best team morning.
yeah, that's me, man. I'm the founder, CEO, everything. Yeah,
That's
that's me.
saying.
Yeah, that's me.
Man,
Yeah.
shape up, man, shape up.
Right now, I'm looking like a hacker right now.
And looking dapper, man. That one looking dapper.
No, I don't like that look, man. I prefer this look. Please love me when you thought I was a good herder. Seriously, I don't want people to. But anyway, check it out, bestimony.com. There is a. Let me tell you exactly what it is about. But this is what it looks like. That's the word cloud I was talking about. So if you didn't know who I was, those words are what other people think about me.
Great, proud, success.
I'm a great. That's the
Positive,
most positive.
kind,
That's the most occurring word. But essentially, it's a premise. It's premised on sending words that are centered around appreciation and gratitude. Anything that's positive that you want to say to somebody else. If you send it on WhatsApp, if you send those messages on WhatsApp to the other person, can you find them easily after a couple weeks? No.
You got to back up.
Not that. If you're looking for that particular message that someone sent you that made you feel good and made you smile, can you find it easily?
Unless you star it, then.
Right.
You could search for it.
Easily.
Sometimes they take time, you know.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
So now what if you had that one central location for everything that's positive about you to exist? It's like a virtual shoebox. So it's that messaging platform for anything that you think that's positive you want to say to somebody. You just say, you know what, I'm going to say it on Bestimony instead of WhatsApp, because perpetually it's going to live here. And that person now gets that central place to be able to go back and always feel good when they actually
That's
feel
hella
low.
awesome, man. That's
So,
awesome.
and then you're helping them build their word cloud, which is going to be a badge. Literally, this is the next big thing, because now when you're looking to get hired, you're looking to get to know someone, you can come and look at their badge and literally see that, you know what, this person is actually good. You can filter out messages that was sent by a particular connection type. So for instance, co-workers, ex-girlfriend, roommate,
crazy.
teammate, whatever. And you can see all and it's only positive. And there are no friend requests on here.
The site doesn't allow negative stuff, does it?
It's not that. I'm just saying that you, the user, controls what is allowed on your profile page. So when somebody sends something that's negative, I'm going to tell you. You will get an alert saying, but you'll just know it's red.
Yeah.
It's going to be a color red, and then you look at it and you know this is toxic. Typically, I just literally am filtering out just the toxic stuff. The neutral stuff will work. But once we know that it is toxic, you will know, and you can delete it. And there are no friend requests. So you're not going to end up with 1,000 friends on here. You get connected the same way people get connected in real life. You say something to someone, they acknowledge it, and the connection is made.
Nice.
So that's how Bestimony functions. It's a lot bigger than what you're seeing. But I would like you guys to check it out. And because you guys do all
It's
this...
not an app, right?
It's also an app, yeah.
It's also an app.
Because you guys are doing IT and you're in this cohort, be the pilot cohort that says, okay, for the next 4 weeks, if I want to send out kudos to anyone, or somebody does something positive, or I feel that need to say something or acknowledge somebody in a positive way, use Bestimony. Now, one of the things we do is that the sender has a lot of power. So if I'm sending a testimonial, watch here now. If I send a testimonial, one of the things that I'm able to do is specify who can view and comment on it. If I decide that I only want just our mutual friends to see it, when the person receives it, they are only presented with two options: mutual friends or just the two of us. If I'm saying I want friends of friends to see it, they're presented with just those three options. So it can be as private as you want it to be, meaning nobody really sees anything on your profile but the word cloud, or it can be as public as you want it to be based on if the sender has given you the permission to make it public. So lots of security, and it's crazy. It is so simple that you were like, well, that's it? I'm like, yeah, that's it. It's literally making people to be intentional about writing again. So we don't write letters anymore.
Yeah,
this platform will force you to write something, and you can leave an image that enhances it. It's not a photo sharing messaging platform. No, it's not that. You can't instantly chat with people. We have enough of those. This platform is strictly meant sending messages that matter, that will enhance somebody's mood, how they feel. And it's going to save lives, because there are many people who are dealing with depression, low self-esteem, and sometimes it's that last minute message, that knock on the door, that pulls you up when you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know this person really valued me this way. So,
you hear that, people?
So this is a game changer. I haven't really made a lot of noise about it, because I've been trying to, build my businesses, write my book, do my IT stuff, do my radio show, but I'm getting to that stage where I'm going to be definitely pushing this. So if you guys, again, check it out, this SKNRA group.
Yeah,
check
man,
it out. There's a video on the
definitely.
homepage. That's me talking. Once you watch it, you should feel inspired. There's also an explainer video, which is like a cartoon.
I haven't.
So now, spoiler alert, your mom is on there. So,
oh, really?
So if you want to send her a testimonial tonight, that would be great, and encourage her. If she doesn't have the app, tell her to get it. But she signed up on it. If you get your parents, get your friends, and like I said, it's the next big thing that we haven't heard of yet. That we have a couple hundred people from all over the world who are already on the platform. So this has nothing to do with St. Kitts. And it's conscious social networking in a way that we wish we had before, and it's not taken up like wildfire because it's positive.
Yeah,
it's not viral.
Exactly.
But it's going to work, because at the end of the day, when people eventually, this will be paired with like LinkedIn, because now you get to see positive stories that people would have shared about other people. You get to see their little badge and a whole lot more, so people get to know you even before they know you. That leads to good things in you.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy. What is funny, ironic, I want to use, I guess, how everything has tied back in. We talk about testimony, but we were talking about networking. And then we talked about VoIP, which is telecommunications, which is technically still in the networking category. And regular conversations between people can also be seen as networking. You see how everything's always linked, everything like a network. You see how I brought it back, man. You see how I brought it back. But this has been. We still got it's we got an hour. It's 7:52. We got 8 minutes left.
Yeah, man.
And time flies.
Yes,
especially when you're talking about positive stuff. And this is. I'm really happy that you were able to come here. Run a chair, man. Run a round of applause for you, because you came here and you did something no other guest has done. That's not undermining anybody else, but you did something no other guest has done. You pushed the bar, really. Everyone is here.
Thank you.
And it's not just a business show. Like in the theme song, it's for the youth and for all of that. But it's not just to learn, it's also to have fun.
Yeah.
But when people can get more out of it, instead of just this is not still, but instead of just, oh wow, they were funny for that part, oh wow, I learned this for that part. No, some people, we don't know who's listening, who's struggling or anything. If anything, they have a place where they can try out something new. If they want you to be like, hey, let's try some positive news. Thursdays they have your show, you got your thing. This benefits you. You might get more listeners. Even if you don't, you still were able to come here and speak about it.
Definitely.
And everyone, y'all having a good time.
I enjoy my time.
I'm good.
I'm having a great time, man. This is
y'all
good.
y'all look like y'all smiling and wholesome. I actually stayed quiet for the most part.
Yeah.
Because I'm just.
Yeah, man.
It's called living in the moment. You just take in. Take in.
I was laughing, man.
You take it in, you learn. And one thing that I did learn about this, not on the whole networking side, but on the hosting side. Everyone is going to tell you one or two things when you're doing something. They're gonna want you to be this, and then you do that, and then they want you to be something else. So you could be confused and be like, I don't know who you want me to be. And it sounds generic, really, but be yourself, honestly.
Yep, unbashfully yourself.
Because even if you don't understand it, like personally, it's a thing with me. I don't understand. It's not like, oh, I want this attention. Please tell me more good things about me or something like that. But when people be like, oh, we want you to do you, and I will legit respond, I don't know what that is. I really don't know what that is.
I guess it's a great way to boost your self-esteem also too.
Yo, you can speak in the body who is talking.
That's it.
Oh, well, you see, when you end a sentence, you're supposed to sound like you're ending a sentence, all right? Not like you have a comma in it.
Oh, my bad.
But it's all right. And no, you can. Not saying to go all out and be crazy, but with the youth, fellas, most people, what we have in St. Kitts right now, this also leads back to this topic with Mr. Neil saying that we need local entrepreneurs and all that there.
They need to be alphas, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's not just don't whenever you do something, don't just think St. Kitts, all right?
Nope.
You can think the Caribbean, that's bigger than St. Kitts, but
I think the world.
J. Cole has said, if you don't aim too high, then you've aimed too low.
Yep.
It's always reach for the stars. And for all the people who watch anime and stuff, All Might has said it's not bad to dream, but also consider what's realistic. It's a balance, is everything.
Let me tell you, when I become a thousandaire, before I become a millionaire, what I want to do is to literally get a bunch of people together and ask them, like, if money wasn't a thing, what would you build? Now let's build it.
Wow.
Okay. You hear that?
Seriously, let's build it. Let's see what happens. There's so many good ideas that never get done because people who secretly think they're stupid. I was foolish enough to think that building a positive platform like this would work. There's a reason why this doesn't exist in the world. We've had all these social networking platforms and no one ever thought to have a platform that's dedicated for us to leave reviews that are positive for people. They have it for machines, for transactions, for hotels, for cars. You can leave positive reviews, all this, but not for people.
Yeah, man. It's
a foolish idea. But I'm foolish enough to think that it can work. So what I'm saying is, whatever you're thinking ain't stupid. That's how kids have fun. They do whatever comes to their mind. They don't care. They just do it. And that's why Nike says, just do it.
Just do it.
You know?
Do it, man.
So that, I want a culture of people just doing things without having thinking about the money. Building things that, again, at least you learn something during the process of building it, even if it sucks. You learn that it sucked.
you learn about it.
It's just the next step to being better.
Smiling, dog. Yeah, you having a good time too.
Oh wow!
Yeah, unmuting your mic. That's what the button is for.
Come on now.
I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, of course I am.
Yeah. This is. Before we end, I'll give you your time, bro.
So it's promo plug time.
Promo plug.
Yeah.
Mr. PP.
Mr. PP.
All right. Let's switch the beat a little bit. All right, I'm being a little bit of Naeem right now.
Yeah.
All right, so for everyone tuning in right now, once again, SKNRA, the St Kitts and Nevis Marine Drone Competition is coming up really, really soon. If you want updates and to participate, always go and check us out on our social media pages for any updates, which is Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Flickr at SKNRA or the St Kitts and Nevis Marine. Whoa!
St Kitts and Nevis Robotics Association.
I'm thinking of the Marine Drone Competition.
Oh my god.
And also, if you guys want to join us as a member, you can go on our website, which is sknra.org or sknra.org for those who didn't understand my language. Because I am stuttering. I don't know. I've never felt like this. Being quiet is actually straining. So... Alright, so if you guys want more updates, you guys can go check us out on our other pages, which is IITAE on Instagram and Facebook, and also YouTube now. We have recently started a YouTube channel, which is IITAE LTD. And once again, for everyone tuning in, if you guys want to check us out, we have our podcast on Spotify,
We're gonna get you.
The turn is getting to you now.
And lady, the next show to catch yourself. See, we got a bunch of podcasts on streaming services. What he's about to say. You got that outro ready just in case I'm ready to play it, right?
Yeah, of course.
All right. But thank you, Mr. Inanga, for coming here once again. Round of applause for everyone here, for all those wonderful listeners. I was checking most of the comments, most of them from the YouTube side. It's been someone says applause aggressively for the show. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us, speaking about networking and giving us a positive message, leaving us. And, it's only right. You guys check out Only Good News this Thursday, right, at 7 p.m.
This Thursday. We're going to have people from Toastmasters coming in. If you guys don't know anything, you guys know about Toastmasters, right?
Yeah, man.
Heard of it, but isn't that
Toastmasters.
wine?
No.
It's like they go in like to the oven and they put like bread in it and then they put like marmalade and jam.
Oh, I'm thinking of toast.
That's not what it is, Anthony.
Okay.
We'll speak about it after, because WINN FM gonna be like, hold on, boys. It's 8 o'clock and these men out the studio.
All right.
We
Out the studio. What's the deal, yo? We gotta go.
You see? The only one that can freestyle. But yeah, Sanjeev, run that outro. It has been Naeem Richardson.
Kevin Shugums.
Anthony J-Law.
And Noite Inanga don't get me in anger because I am in anger.
Whoa.
Yeah, that has been Let's Talk IT. We'll see you guys soon.
Peace!
Out.
That was epic!
Well, hope you had fun. Gotta go, yo, we're done. Wrapping up another one. Being bored, that's unlikely. Next time we meet, yo, let's talk IT. Hey, saying let's talk IT. Yeah. IT. Yeah. Being bored, that's unlikely. Next time we meet, yo, let's talk IT.